All right. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us tonight on our monthly team call. Amanda and I were talking about how we want these calls to look each month, and we want them to be training, but we want it to be not where we're just talking for 30 minutes, because we want to make sure that you guys are getting something out of this call that can help you grow your business. And the anthem of the team as of lately, within the last, I don't know, several weeks, it's been, I really want to build my team, and I want verbiage. I want to know how to convert customers. I want to know how I should be sharing on social media, how to build my customer base, how to turn customers into reps, and how to attract people like myself that I want on our team to me. So all of those things, that's a lot of info, but we're going to go through it. Amanda and I are going to share some of the duties here and topics. And if anyone else has anything that you think is important that we left out, we want you to share. This is not us preaching at you for 30 minutes. This is a team, and we all want to learn from each other. So just keep that in mind. So we entitled this Building Your Empire. And it's going to let me. It's not. It's not going to let me do it. All right. So first we want to talk about sharing your experience. And I'm going to take that one. And we talk about how important it is to share our experiences with our followers, because that's proof the product works, right? And if we're not doing that, nobody's going to really think that we have anything different than you could buy at Walmart or GNC or any other company. You can name any other company. So we have to prove that our products work. We want to share our experience. We want to use the products, and not just one product. You want to try several, because we have the requirement of buying 3 products a month. We recommend that you rotate different things. Of course, I drink coffee every day. So between Sean and I, we get 3 tubs of coffee a month. And then the other account, his account, we do a trim, or we do a 24/7, or we do something else to mix it up so that we can try other things. And of course, we want to share about those things. And by doing that, you're going to show people that your products work, and that we have something that other people don't have. And that's really going to obviously help people draw them to us and our business. All right, Amanda, building your customer base. This is not going to let me do what I want to do in presentation mode, so we're just going to have to go back and forth.
That's okay.
Amanda, you'll have to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So building your customer base is obviously the first big thing in any business, and is especially important if you are your business. So how do you start? How do you grow your following? There are a couple ways that you can start, and I think that a lot of people, especially going into this because it's on social media, if you don't have a lot of friends on social media, you might think that it's not possible for you to do this because you don't have enough connections. So one thing that we learned is to kind of start writing a list of everyone you can think of, and you want to start with your immediate family. Just write down all of their names. And then think of your neighbors and your extended family and the people you're working with, and just start building your circle out bigger and bigger. So the people you work with now, the people you've worked with in other jobs, your kids' friends' parents, old high school friends, people you went to college with, just making that circle bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, friends of friends, and I'm not big on adding friends of friends if I don't have something in common with them other than that person. I definitely wouldn't start growing your network just by doing that. You really want to start with people that you know and that you can talk with first, but that's fine too, to grow your friends of friends or to add friends of friends. The other thing that's going to help build your customer base, so now you have the people in your network, now you have connections on Facebook and Instagram, people are seeing your posts. One thing that is huge is consistency. And we talked a little bit about this in our group today. Because some of us have come from other network marketing businesses, for example, one that had to do with fitness and health, if you are posting about, if I'm posting about something that's good for you or that's healthy for you, people have learned to trust that what I'm saying has been researched, it has been tested, it's tried and true, because I've been doing this for 6 years. It may have been with a different product, but they know that I'm not just going to put something out there that's full of chemicals and not healthy, because they know, because I've been saying for 6 years that it's important for me and for my family to have something that's healthy for you. If you may be brand new to this, and it's okay, and you should own that. And you can say, I've never done this before. I am so glad that I'm surrounded by people who know what, who know all of this. And I'm learning so much about staying healthy and cooking healthy for my family, and ways that I can help my body respond and start losing weight. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. But if you go into it as a brand new person who's doesn't have this history of posting things and sharing advice like this, and you go into it sounding like, let me tell you all the things I just read in this post, and now I'm an expert on it, they're going to know, they're going to call your bluff, and they're going to know that you're full of it. So be very true with your audience and say, I'm learning as I go, and I'd love to have you guys learn along with me. This is what it's done for me so far. So kind of figure out where you are on that scale of, can I talk about this and have people believe me, or am I brand new to this? And just own that and be very, very honest with where you are on that and share that with people. But you have to stick with it. So this is another thing I said on our team chat today. If you do this for 30 days and you do not see a big response, and then you stop, people are going to say, see, I'm glad I didn't jump in because she quit after 30 days. But if you're still doing this in 4 months, even if no one has signed up with you, which is probably not going to be the case, but even if no one has signed up and gotten anything from you, and you're still doing this in 4 months, people are going to say, she's still doing it. She must really believe in this stuff. I think I'm going to give it a chance. But a lot of people don't jump right away, especially because there are so many network marketing things out there right now. And most of them are completely legit and awesome. And I try and support all my friends who do different things. But because there are so many, one person can have 10 different friends doing 10 different companies, it can be overwhelming. So you don't want to be super pushy and salesy, but you don't want to quit. You don't want anyone to say, that's why I didn't give her a chance, because I knew she wasn't going to stick with it. They're testing you and they're watching you, even if they're not saying anything. So definitely stay consistent. Another way to attract people to your customer base, grow your customer base, is by what we call breadcrumbing. So if you put on your post, I just tried this magic coffee, I lost 4 pounds the first week, I have so much energy, I have focus, I do this and that and this and that, and I'm going to sell you on it, I'm going to tell you all the information about it, and you should buy it, and here's my link, and make sure you do it, and then you're going to love it too, and then you should join my team because it's really great and we're all making money. And you just do this like overshare vomit of magic coffee business or product information. People have already stopped listening. They stopped reading. They've moved on. But if you, and I think this team is really, really good at breadcrumbing. So this is just for anybody else who wants to kind of learn about it. If you just drop a teeny tiny thing, for example, one of the first posts that I've taught, had a lot of people do in our downline is, if you're not sure how to say it, if you're not sure what to say, if you don't know if people are going to be interested, say, I had no idea when I started drinking this coffee 30 days ago that I would lose 10 pounds. And just walk away from your computer and see if people are like, what who are you talking about? 30 pounds or 30 days, 10 pounds. What? I need to know more information. And then don't post it in the comments. Say, I'll private message you. And everyone should already have their group set up so that anybody that you private message, you can say, hey, this is what it's done for me. Absolutely no pressure. I'm just excited to share this with anybody else who, who's looking to lose weight too. And I'm happy to add you to my info group if you want to learn more. Most people will say, sure, add me. Put them in your group. You start building this group, and that is going to grow and grow and grow. And then your customers are going to start bringing in other customers. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But there is a psychology involved with network marketing. And when you throw all this information at somebody, they will just stop listening to you. They're just going to stare at you, or they're going to walk away. But if you just give them little baby pieces of things, post a picture. Jessie told me, I don't know if she's on the call, but Jessie messaged me today and said she can reach around her wrist and touch her finger and her thumb. That's not even a big deal to some people, but some people know that struggle. And that's huge that she's gotten to that point. Huge non-scale victory. Just if she just posts a picture of that and says, I've never been able to do this, and then hashtag Magic Coffee and walk away, people are going to go, I can relate to that. I need to know what she's talking about. And they're going to ask more information. Do not oversell it. Do not overshare it. And if you don't know if what you're doing is overposting, if you have doubts, or if you want to question, if you're questioning what you're sharing, if it's too much or not enough, ask your upline or post it in our chat or in our group, and we'll be happy to help you kind of construct something that is more along the lines of breadcrumbing. And make clever posts. If you're drinking, I almost did it tonight, but I drank it too fast. Drink your hot cocoa and leave like a hot cocoa mustache or something that's like silly. Like, put yourself out there, be stupid with it. I can't even think of any right now, but we've had a lot of really clever, funny posts in this group. And Kate did one this morning. Sorry to be not, I don't want to be political, but I love it. She had this like super filtered picture with like the glamour glitter and everything. And she's like, let's play 2 lies and a truth. And you can guess which one's the truth. She's like, I wake up looking like this every day. I love Trump. Or Magic Coffee's helped me lose another pound, right? So for people who know her and she's honest, you know which ones are lies. But that was a really clever, fun post. So continue doing things like that. That's a really, really great way to grow your customer base, because it's an attraction marketing. You want people to be attracted to what you're sharing.
Absolutely. Awesome. And it's funny because Amanda and we act like we rehearse this, but we want you to think we do. But literally 5 minutes before 9, I'm like, okay, you take this and you take this and I'll do this. And I'm so glad that I gave you that. It was completely your topic that you were supposed to touch on, because all of those things I wrote notes, because I'm going to redo the slides and I'm going to make bullet points for each one. And everything you said is so pertinent to that specific topic. And it's all applicable and important. Okay. So sharing your business, celebrating your accomplishments and sharing your goals. So for me, I have gotten into the habit of sharing the actual business opportunity at least once a day. Sometimes if you look at my page, you guys might be like, wow, she really doesn't even talk about Magic Coffee at all anymore. It's about her business and her tribe and her team and her income and this amazing community and these girl bosses. And now we want some dudes and like all this stuff about our team. Because truth be told, any network marketing business, you are not going to sell retail and get rich. Now, all of us, we don't like the word rich. We're not here to get rich, right? But we're here to change our lives and our income and our finances. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here trying to build a business. It's a business. We want to make money. But so I'm trying to now shift from getting more customers to saying, I'm looking for business people. Like, let's talk business. You want someone to be similar to me. Like, I'm looking for a mom. I'm looking for, preferably a female, nothing against guys. It's just, I mesh better with girls. And maybe teenage kids, hockey moms, whatever my niche market, I'm looking for those people. And when I'm drafting a post about the business opportunity, I actually have specific people that I'm hoping will join our team someday in my brain. And I'm typing and I'm envisioning them reading this. And so, not to say you can't get customers, you should, because your customers, we'll talk about this next, most of them turn to reps because the product sells itself. But we have to be intentional about celebrating our rank advancements, our income advancements, our reps that we're recruiting onto our team. We have a gift here that we are giving other people in the product and in the business. And share your 5-year goals. They could be super scary to have to write down and admit, but you want people to know that you're going somewhere and that you want them to go with you. And by drafting out posts that way and talking about the business more frequently, it's going to get people to be like, okay, she's really in this thing. This is a big deal. I need to talk to her about this. So be sure that every day, at least once every other day, you are breadcrumbing about the actual business opportunity, because that's really where your life is going to change, and the person who you will get to be on our team's life will change. So just remember that as you're posting, to be intentional about your specific, celebrating your accomplishments and your goals, and sharing your goals. All right, the next one is Amanda. She's going to do turning your customers into reps.
So I'm going to echo one thing that you said about having certain people in mind when you're doing posts. Just like Stacy said, she has, if I just have everyone in mind, my post is going to be very vague because I want to make sure it touches every person. But what ends up happening when you make vague posts, whether it's business posts or posts in your group or posts about your magic coffee or any of the other products, when you do incredibly vague posts so that no one misses out, everyone misses out because they're so vague, nobody really catches that you're talking to them or you're including them. But if you say, okay, I'm a mom, there's one post that I do, it comes up in my time hop and I post it every year and it always gets a lot of traction. And it's a cartoon of a mom pushing a kid in a grocery cart, and it has arrows pointing like organic lettuce, dye-free crackers, no hormone milk, and then the kid has his finger in his nose and it's like kid eats booger. And moms love that for some reason. I mean, we all know why moms love that, because you try and do everything right for your kids and they're just eating their boogers. And that one gets a ton of traction because I'm talking to the moms, I'm connecting to them. And really everybody should think that's funny if you're a mom or not, but I'm talking to the moms. And those are the people that are connecting with me and they're relating to me and they're like, this lady gets it. And you can figure out who you have some similar sense of humors. And so things like that are good ones. I was targeting moms when I posted that. Same thing when you're talking about turning your customers into reps. One of our new reps, I don't think she's on this call, but she's another dance mom at the ballroom studio where Cece dances. Cece's dance lessons, I was having to have her take one lesson a week when I started, and I'm getting ready to do a post about this. They're so expensive, and they're like half off for kids, but still crazy expensive. I was able to afford one lesson a week for her when she first started. As she was building up to getting ready for this recital, I think I've increased what I pay to them by 5 or 6 times a month because I can afford it now. My coffee money is able to pay for all of her lessons, which are way more than I was able to afford before. And so when I talked to the other dance mom, before she signed up, I said, the only reason Cece's able to take all of these lessons, 3 private lessons, 1 semi-private, 2 group lessons every week is because of my coffee business. There's no way in hell I would have been able to afford this before. And so I was speaking to her, I was thinking about my audience when I was talking to her, and I knew that I was talking about something that she could relate to. And if she's going, gosh, okay, this is how much I'm paying. If I didn't have to pay that out of my regular paycheck, if coffee paid for that, that would be awesome. So having your target person that you're talking to, your target audience in mind when you're talking, whether it's a post or a conversation or a share, anything like that, that's huge. I kind of got off track with that, but so when you are looking at your customers and you're going through your group, and you should often hit the members, like go into your group and click on the members so you can scan through the list of everyone who's in your group. Because let's face it, I could not tell you everyone who's in my group. We have hundreds of people in our group, and I don't know who a lot of them are because they've been added from other people. And if you see that people have been added by other people and that name is coming up a lot, somebody's added a lot of people to your group, talk to that person and just say, very innocently, have you ever thought about joining our team? Have you ever done any network marketing? Have you ever thought about it? Whatever, something very simple. And if they say, no, I can't really do it, you can say, you are already doing it. You've referred 5 people into this group and they've all bought from me. And I remember my old network marketing company, one of one of the people who ended up joining my team, I told her, you can continue doing what you're doing and I will take the commission. I'm happy to do it. And I think actually I told Kate this before Kate joined. I'm happy to keep taking the commissions if that's what you want to do. You're a great, referral person, fine, send them on my way. Or you could be making money off this. That's totally your call, but you're already doing it. And when you let people know that they're already doing what you do, which is just sharing, you can make it a lot, not just more relatable, but you paint a very clear picture of what it is, and it is not complicated. It is what everyone does every day. When you refer, or when you brag on an Italian restaurant that you went to that had the best pasta you've ever had, or the best eggplant parmesan you've ever had, you guys have got to try this restaurant. Or we just went to this bookstore and they had the sweetest little lady working at the guest counter, and she was adorable, and you guys have to go over there. They had the cutest little store and little cafe. That's all we're doing. Oh my gosh, this coffee is so great. It's making me feel so good. I'm losing weight and I have so much energy. You guys got to try this coffee. All the same thing. It's all the same thing. So you want to look at who's referring people. You want to look at other people who are already doing the same thing. They're sharing it on their page. They're just not making the money from it, but they're doing the same thing you're doing. And when you start talking to people and you're talking in conversations one-on-one, or you're talking in your group, or making your posts about the business, you're going to talk to your customers and turning them, and this might overlap with the next topic, but talk about what it's doing in your life. Like Stacy said, and like I shared before, I'm able to give Cece 5 times the amount of lessons she was taking before because of this business. And because of this business, I'm able to help her with her dreams. And I'm able to help her pursue her passions. And let's face it, most of us probably had a little sticker shock when we first saw the cost of the Ruby Kit, and now it's even more than that. But we have this system where we can help people with that. We can split the pack with them, and you'll get, you can share the cost and share the samples. And you never want to run out of samples. You always want to have tons of samples. So you may say, I already have, I still have 15 trial packs I'm trying to get rid of. I don't need any more. You don't want to get rid of, you want to get through them, but you always want to have more right there, right behind them, because you're going to go through them. And the very first part for the majority of people who are drinking coffee, they want to try those trials first. So that's your very first step in securing a customer, is that trial pack. You never want to run out of that, or you're going to start running out of customers.
Mm-hmm. So true. And then the last thing that we want to touch on is attracting your tribe. And we sort of already talked about this. Amanda, do you have anything else you want to add? Attracting your tribe, your niche market, when you're talking to people or you're posting, you want to make sure you have specific people in mind.
I think the biggest thing, and it took me a couple of years to get to this place with our old company, is knowing who you are. I tried to attract the tribe that I thought I was supposed to attract. Mm-hmm. And, people say your vibe attracts your tribe, right? Well, your fake vibe doesn't. It attracts the wrong people. Yeah. It'll attract all the people you actually don't want in your tribe. So your true vibe attracts your tribe. So I have to break down who I am as a person. I'm a single mom. So it's really easy for me to talk to other single moms about how hard it is to pay for everything and how much this has helped me on that level. I work made like a huge corporate job, so I can relate to people who work full time and have this on the side, and who are single moms and have kids and all sorts of activities. So like I can connect to people who are like me. Mm-hmm. My passions. Stacy's a hockey mom, so she's going to be able to relate to other hockey moms. I will probably never have a hockey mom on my team, and that's okay. But Stacy has those people that she can talk to because that's who she is as well. And those are the people she's going to be attracting to her tribe. And it's not just who you are as a person, but what your beliefs are, what your interests are. Warren and I are really, really big on giving back to the community, on being involved in charity work, with with Cece as well, we make it a big part of our family that we want to leave this world a better place. So we're in, I'm in groups on Facebook that have to do with that. Those are the people. I'm not going to end up attracting people who don't give a crap about making the world a better place. I feel like I attract a lot of people who have that same vibe that I do, that want to make a difference and want to help and be better. And, but you aren't going to attract that unless you are absolutely honest with who you are. So somehow, whether it's through personal development or journaling or through talking with somebody, peeling back those layers and figuring out who you are in your core is, I think, the absolute first step to attracting your tribe. Because honest to God, if you are putting out a fake vibe, you are going to attract all the people you do not want to be attracting.
Mm-hmm. Amen, sister. I've done the same thing. All right, so let's stop sharing the screen. And any questions about anything that we covered? Lots of stuff, lots of information. I'm going to have a graphic made with all of this stuff and bullet points, so it's easy to like trigger your memory about what we talked about. But anything that you can think of that specific questions about any of the content that we talked about? We were that good?
I do.
Oh, good.
When you guys say your group, when you're adding people to your group, what group is that? Should I be starting a page or?
Yeah, so your coffee group, do you know, like mine is weight loss coffees and coffee and combos. You're probably on that page. And any of us, if you want to get on any of the pages, I know I can speak for everyone in that anything that you see on the pages, you're welcome to use, to copy it, to put it on yours, so that we are not reinventing the wheel. But the reason why we want separate groups is we don't want all of our people in my group or in Amanda's group or in your uplines group, is because we do freely post in a group setting our links. And if we do that and we have other people's people, it gets confusing and then it gets a big mess. So if we can keep everybody having their own separate groups, but you can be in other people's groups to get ideas and posts, that's what you want to do. So you can name it whatever you want. A like page is probably not the best way to go at this point. A group is. So you'll have your personal page and then just create a group page on Facebook, name it whatever you want, and start adding your people who have bought trials, who, if they commented on your post and said, I want more information, maybe they didn't do a trial or didn't do a tub yet, tell them, hey, I got this coffee group. And you could post recipes in there, just to keep them engaged and wanting to check it every day. And then it will grow quick. Because they'll add people, like Amanda said, and you'll add people, they'll add their people, and it'll just snowball.
One thing that I want to say about the groups that I started doing, and I think several of the people who are in my group have started doing too, when somebody orders, we post like a really funny, I don't know if it's GIF or GIF, I will never learn. We post a really funny one of those when we welcome people into the group and when they order, and we make a big deal. Thank you for ordering your starter pack. Your starter pack. I can't wait to hear what you think about the coffee and the hibernate and the or something. I'm so excited for you I can't wait to see how you and your wife are in 30 days, whatever. But we make a big deal about it and a funny thing that is going to attract everybody in the group. Everyone ha 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 and laughs at that, even though the post has nothing to do with them. But they're seeing, as people order every time, that it's kind of a FOMO thing too, right? They're like, oh my God, all these people have ordered today. Maybe there is something to this. Maybe I should order. We were doing it for a while when we were sending trial packs out, and then it was getting to be too much. So I do like one post every few days. All these people 1 through 15, your trial packs are on the way. I don't really do that anymore, but you can. And I think it doesn't just have to be an informational group. It can be a fun group. Danny's group is massive. And I think, she does a lot of personal posts in there, and she does a lot of questions to get people involved. What are your plans for the weekend? Or what are you guys eating tonight? Here's what or, let's see pictures of your dogs, or whatever, you can do to get other people involved in that. So it's an involved and active group as well. The more people are involved in it, physically posting or commenting or liking or viewing, the more that's going to show up in their timeline. So your coffee group is like a major thing that they're seeing on their timeline constantly.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions about anything we talked about? No? Okay. So something came up yesterday. I don't know if you know the chain of command here, but Greg Garrison, you may know his name. He is between myself and my direct upline. My direct upline doesn't really do the business like we do, so she's kind of, at first she had me talking to Greg more because she couldn't answer the question. So I just sort of bypassed her right to Greg. And now Greg and I talk almost every day. So Greg is there, and then above him is a guy named Mike McCormick. So if you're in the Whatever It Takes group, some of you are, it's the huge team. He does a lot of posts in there. So Mike sent me a message and he said, Stacy, I know that you are close to your next rank advancement. And I know that Amanda is close to her next rank advancement. And this has to do with volume. So volume comes from our reps, our customers reordering, and just the whole team. And so he said that he has an idea that he wants to reward our team only. This has nothing to do with anybody on his team, anybody on Greg's team, just the Grind Tribe and Get Your Fit Together. So we're special, FYI. He's going to give us, everybody who enrolls, a Ruby rep from today to the end of the month, $100 for every single person. If you get 5 rubies from now until the end of the month, he's going to give you $500. So plus the 200, if you're at number 4 on, plus that the company will give you, or if you haven't gotten your 1 through 3 yet, you're going to get 100 for each one of those, plus the 500 from him. Okay, so it's broken down different. He's going to do 50, Greg's going to do 25, and I'm going to do 25, but that really doesn't matter. Just know that we talked about how we're going to really achieve our goals here, and it is by sharing the business opportunity. It is by duplicating. It is by helping your 3 get 3, who get 3, who get 3. That's what we're doing here. We're each going to get 3 and help our 3 get 3, and we're not going to stop. We want to continuously duplicate the rep cycle. Okay, so I thought that was pretty awesome that he was just going to be like, sure, yeah, let's do that. And it was like he didn't even bat an eye. So to really make some money this month, not only from getting a rep from the company and their payout, but Mike's additional incentive, we could really do some good things from now to the end of the month. So keep that in mind. You can also keep that in mind as you enroll a rep. Maybe you would give them $200 on a normal day. Maybe you'll up it $50 because you know Mike's giving you the 100. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can play with it. You don't have to. But just to say, you know, if you want to help people get on board, you have that little bit of extra money to do that from now until the end of the month.
So this is for brand new people who are signing up as rubies, and right?
Yes. So if someone is a rep and they sign up as a rep, let's say they signed up in December with the $20 and they wanted to get the Ruby kit by the end of December, but they just couldn't with Christmas and whatnot. And then January came and gone, and February and March, and now we're in April. They're still a rep, but they haven't done anything. They haven't bought their business kit. Now they're going to buy their business kit. That still counts. So your first time Ruby purchaser who's not done it yet will get you the extra 100, the upgrade. Okay?
Question. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So say you have, you may have already said this and I may have missed it, I apologize. If you have somebody that did sign up with their $20, but they haven't done anything with it, this counts, right?
Yes.
You probably just said that.
As long as it's not like someone like, I don't know, like Amanda's like, well, I need another Ruby kit, so I'm just going to buy another one, and Mike's going to give me $100. No.
Sure.
You have to first time Ruby kit, they could have done the $20 at any point from when you started the business, but hasn't done the Ruby kit yet, it will count. And there's a few new people on the call, so just to remind you, your first 3 rubies, that's your $575 business kit. Number 1, 2, and 3, you're going to get $100 each. Once you get to number 4, you will get $200 each. And number 4 through forever. And then, of course, the extra 100 this month from today on. Pretty exciting. Any other questions that you guys can think of about anything we talked about the contest? I'm going to put a whole thing on the team page about the contest. I already typed it up, but I figured I would bait you with a live call to tell you the announcement before I posted it, but I will post it right now. Nothing? All right. And I have this recorded, so I'll upload it. I'll post it. If you want to review it or whatnot, share it with people who weren't here. It will be available. Anything you guys need, let us know. And thank you guys for hopping on tonight. It's good to see you. Bye.